Sweden has taken another decisive step in strengthening its ground-based air defense by securing a contract with Poland for the delivery of Piorun man-portable air defense systems. The deal, valued at approximately €274 million, was formally announced by Sweden's Defence Materiel Administration alongside the Polish manufacturer Mesco, and marks the transition from preliminary agreements earlier this year to a full-scale procurement. Deliveries are scheduled to begin in early 2026 and continue into 2027, ensuring that Swedish troops will soon field one of Europe's most battle-proven shoulder-fired missile systems. The timing of this contract reflects Stockholm's growing urgency to reinforce its defensive posture as a NATO member facing an increasingly uncertain security environment. The Piorun is a highly mobile, infantry-operated missile system designed to counter the threats that have become a constant feature of today's battlefields. Drones of every size, low-flying helicopters, and attack aircraft operating near ground troops represent challenges that traditional, fixed air defense platforms cannot always counter effectively. Piorun's key strength lies in its portability and speed of response. It is a weapon carried by soldiers on patrol, capable of being fired from forest clearings, building rooftops, or roadside positions, and does not rely on heavy or static equipment. This flexibility makes it ideal for modern dispersed operations in which Swedish units may be deployed across vast terrain in the Baltic and Arctic theaters. The missile itself is a compact but powerful package. Measuring about 1.6 meters in length and 72 millimeters in diameter, it houses a solid fuel rocket and a fragmentation warhead weighing nearly 2 kilograms. Guidance is provided by a cooled infrared seeker, which enables the missile to home in on the heat signatures of enemy aircraft or drones. Unlike laser-guided systems, the Piorun seeker is entirely passive, meaning it does not emit signals that could alert adversaries to its presence. This silent approach significantly reduces the reaction time available to a target and enhances the survivability of the operator. The system is further enhanced by dual fuses, impact and proximity, which allow it to neutralize both manned aircraft and small drones. A near miss against a quadcopter or small unmanned aerial vehicle can still disable it through fragmentation, solving one of the most persistent problems for air defense units confronting elusive low-cost targets. The operational envelope of Piorun extends to a range of approximately 6.5 kilometers, with an altitude coverage of up to 4,000 meters, placing it squarely within the very short-range air defense tier. In practice, this allows infantry to engage threats that are too low or too sudden for larger, more complex systems to intercept. Each missile is delivered as a sealed round complete with its own battery and coolant supply, reducing the logistical complexity and ensuring that every shot is self-contained. The launcher itself is a reusable grip stock, to which the disposable launch tube is clipped. A day sight combined with a thermal viewer allows Swedish soldiers to use the system effectively in both daylight and night operations, while the overall weight remains light enough for one soldier to carry and operate with a teammate providing additional missiles. For Sweden, the Piorun will not replace but rather complement the long-standing RBS-70 series, a laser beam riding system renowned for its accuracy when deployed from stable positions. Whereas the RBS-70 requires a tripod and clear line of sight, Piorun provides a rapid reaction option that can be employed from cover or on the move. Together, these systems create a layered defense network that broadens protection from major bases and fixed installations to small patrols and platoon-level units. The Swedish Army has long emphasized versatility in air defense, and by combining different technologies it ensures resilience against a wide spectrum of threats. The Piorun's combat record adds weight to Sweden's choice. In Ukraine, the system has been used extensively against Russian forces, engaging helicopters, low-flying jets, and, most importantly, the wide array of drones that saturate the battlefield. Ukrainian reports highlight its consistent effectiveness in stopping reconnaissance UAVs and armed loitering munitions, which are frequently used to target logistics hubs, bridges, and forward-deployed units. The ability to distribute multiple Piorun teams across a frontline has proved disruptive for enemy operations, forcing Russian pilots to adjust flight paths and pushing drones to fly higher or detour, which reduces their effectiveness. Such lessons from Ukraine are not lost on European militaries, and Sweden's procurement reflects a desire to apply them proactively. The strategic logic of Stockholm's decision extends beyond the technical capabilities of the missile. As a new NATO member, Sweden is integrating its defense planning into a broader allied framework. Acquiring a system already in use by other European partners supports interoperability in training, logistics, and joint operations. Shared stocks and standardized drills simplify multinational exercises in the Baltic region and High North, where cooperation among NATO forces will be crucial in the event of a crisis. Sweden's commitment to begin fielding Piorun units as early as 2026, with full deliveries completed by 2027, signals not only urgency but also alignment with NATO's emphasis on rapid capability deployment rather than protracted, decades-long acquisition programs. The regional security environment makes this choice particularly relevant. Russia has normalized the use of drones, cruise missiles, and unmanned systems to probe air defenses, overwhelm radar coverage, and attack civilian as well as military infrastructure. For frontline states along NATO's eastern flank, the answer has been to build layered defenses that combine long-range missile systems, medium-range interceptors, and short-range guns and missiles. Very short-range systems like Piorun form the final tier, directly protecting ground troops and critical supply nodes. They ensure that hostile aircraft or drones attempting to exploit low-altitude approaches face a lethal last line of resistance. In this sense, Sweden's purchase is as much about deterrence as it is about tactical capability, demonstrating that any intrusion over Swedish territory will encounter defenses at every level. The Piorun also reinforces Sweden's focus on practicality in military planning. Unlike bespoke development programs that consume resources and time, this acquisition delivers a combat-ready solution within a predictable timeframe. It places emphasis on equipping soldiers with reliable tools for immediate threats, rather than chasing long-term technological leaps. This pragmatic approach mirrors broader European trends, where nations facing rising security challenges prioritize proven systems that can be fielded quickly. The combination of affordability, effectiveness, and European origin makes Piorun a politically and militarily sound choice for Stockholm. Ultimately, the decision reflects a convergence of tactical necessity, strategic alignment, and industrial cooperation. By selecting Piorun, Sweden addresses the growing danger of drone warfare and low-altitude incursions, integrates more seamlessly into NATO's collective defense structure, and strengthens ties with a fellow European defense industry partner. The move underscores the recognition that in today's battle space, no single system can provide absolute protection. Instead, survival depends on a layered, flexible defense in which even small infantry teams can deny enemy forces the freedom to operate. For Swedish soldiers, the arrival of Piorun will mean an enhanced ability to protect themselves and their units, and for Sweden as a whole, it sends a clear message that the country is determined to harden its defenses in the face of a volatile security landscape.